A group of 9 friends from different parts of Mexico got together in Mazatlan, Sinaloa to accomplish a beautiful motorcycle adventure. Our final destination, Cabo in Baja California Sur. Unfortunately, our country has been satanized with tons of negative news on the danger to travel and to accomplish road trips throughout the country. Motorcycling by itself is a dangerous activity, which done responsible, danger is reduced considerably. In this documentary, besides showing you beautiful and spectacular roads in Mexico for motorcycling, we will give you 15 suggestions of what you should and should not do on a motorcycle trip throughout Mexico in order to avoid any difficult situation and have a safe and great trip. Always travel in group, 2 or more. In case of an emergency, your partner can take decisions.
Se va este diablo chimuelo, se va corriendo pa'l llano. Se va este diablo chimuelo, se va corriendo pa'l llano. Dicen que por allá va a penar sus pecados, que se fuma una hierbita, luego anda viendo venado. Ay, 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 dime diablo panzón, dime la
Number 2.
verdad.
Bring all your documents with you. Passport, driving license, insurance, registration, and check that your health insurance works in Mexico. If not, you can purchase a temporary accident health insurance that is good for all the best hospitals and first aid clinics. Very cheap and worthwhile. When crossing international borders and free zones like Baja, you will be asked for some of the documents listed above, especially passport and motorcycle registration. They will check your bike's serial number. Number 3. Start your day early morning and finish driving before dawn. There is very few crime statistics between tourists or regular people, but the few cases usually happens after dawn. Number 4. Mexican roads are continuously being maintained, so many have gravel or the paved carpet is not in perfect condition. So always drive with caution. Wear a closed helmet or an open helmet with a good face visor that can protect you against gravel or debris thrown to you by other vehicles. Special advice for the Harley drivers that like to ride with no face protection at all. Number 5. In Mexico, there is no 911 service. We have Red Cross, but it's just okay for first aid help. It's important that you have available an insurance that covers all medical help from all of the reliable hospitals. Carry with you the 1-800 number of this insurance company, and they will advise you in case of a need for medical attention. Number 6. Trucks and car drivers in general don't have the education and responsibility of respecting motorcyclists. So always drive defensive. Although this is a real issue, it doesn't mean that everybody will try to hit you. We have been driving many miles in Mexico and never had a single problem. Usually, the few accidents have been motorcyclists' fault. In general, not involving another vehicle. We suggest to watch some of the many YouTube videos named Defensive Motorcycle Riding. Number 7. Gasoline is not a concern. There are more than enough gasoline stations to refuel, and in general, in each gasoline station, you will find a convenience store where you can get water, food, and restrooms. There are so many options to refuel that I personally like to stop where there is an OXXO brand convenience store, regularly with good food and clean restrooms. Number 8. Don't freak out when you're stopped by a military checkpoint. Most of the time, they will ask just for where you come from, where you plan to go, and very seldom they will screen you and your motorcycle to check for weapons or drugs. If you're clean, you should not concern. There are many stories about these people. The truth is that they will treat you with respect, and it will take not more than 3 minutes at the most to pass by. Number 9. Very important. In Mexico, it is illegal to carry drugs and any type of weapons, so please have in mind before you start your trip. Jails in Mexico are not a nice place to spend time. Number 10. There is a road service program called Ángeles Verdes, Green Angels. They would provide with technical support to help fix a mechanical problem in your vehicle. They usually carry all tools and they are very knowledgeable mechanics. This service is free and very reliable. They are always riding through all roads looking for vehicles that are stopped on the road. If they see you stopped, they will approach you and ask if you need any mechanical help.
En los brazos de tu abuela, en los brazos de tu abuela, que hasta quisiera llorar, me agarra la bruja, me lleva a su casa.
11. Roads in Mexico are two types: Cuota, toll roads, and Libre, free of charge roads. Toll roads are very well paved and maintained. Paying this fee will include an additional insurance in case of an accident. Driving in this type of roads reduces the risk of your trip considerably due to many factors. But you lose the beauty of the most adventurous roads, which are the free roads. Free roads are generally curvier and have more obstacles. You pass through many small towns and you have to be aware of children, dogs, and people crossing the roads. But you will experience beautiful sceneries.
Ahora sí, maldita bruja, ya te chupaste
12.
a mi hija.
Buy a toll road token. It is very comfortable not to have the need of paying cash. For motorcyclists, it's a hassle to manage cash with your gloves on. I enclose a web page where you can find all the information related to this token.
La vida, que hasta quisiera llorar, ay mamá, cuando a tu marido lo encuentro dormido, le agarro las piernas y me voy contigo. Cuando a tu marido lo encuentro durmiendo, le agarro las
13.
piernas y me
Garmin maps for your GPS work very well in Mexico. They do include all roads and they have uploaded all the services you will need, like gasoline stations, hotels, restaurants, hospitals, and thousands of many others. You can also use Google Maps on your smartphone, but always bring a GPS. Although many people speak English, you should bring a list of the most important words that you think of, so you can communicate with people. You will be traveling in remote areas where there are very few English-speaking people. Don't be afraid of this. It will be part of your adventure. Besides, Mexican people are very friendly and they will always put their best effort to understand you and to help you.
A quien andaba buscando, dijo vengo a conocer.
15. There are few national parks in Mexico. Almost all land is private. so it's hard to find a spot where to camp. In case you want to camp, define your route, find a camping spot, and mark a waypoint in your e-map before starting your daily ride. There are hundreds of hotels and motels, some very cheap and some expensive, depending on your budget. So finding a place to spend the night is not an issue.
Y aquí estamos todos danzando al revés. Es la lotería, desempapa usted.
We hope these images and suggestions encourage you and your friends to make a motorcycle trip in our country. If you need further information, please don't hesitate in asking. We all hope you for the best motorcycle adventures.